like going to touristic places and more local ones, because it will also give you some kind of balance. So I'm not telling you not to go to all the famous places that you see on social media. You can still go there, but as a slow mad, like as you settle down, you will also get into a routine and try to find like places that you enjoy too. Hi bestie, and welcome to a new Tea Talk with Adama, where we discuss mindset, business, and everything in between. I upload a new podcast every Wednesday and a Tea Talk every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any updates. Today we will talk about an alternative to the digital nomad lifestyle. If you still want to travel and enjoy your experience abroad, but you feel like traveling all the time isn't your thing, then this is for you. So grab your favorite drink, sit back, relax, and let's spill the tea. So I guess you already know what is a digital nomad. Even though it may differ from one person to another, usually a digital nomad is somebody who works from their laptop, either because they have an online business or they have a remote job, which allows them to travel whenever they want. And so this last couple of years, we have seen a lot of people becoming digital nomads and sharing their experiences on social media. And usually it looks like a dream, like being able to work from your laptop at the beach, or waking up whenever you want in places that look like absolute paradise on earth. Well, there's also the other side of the coin and a couple of challenges that you may face as a digital nomad. That's why this lifestyle that looks like a dream on social media may not be for everyone. If you still like traveling, there's an alternative, and I think that's something that emerged even more with the COVID situation, which is becoming a slow mad instead. So a slow mad is basically someone who is in between being a digital nomad and being an expat. That's why you have the word slow, which means that you still enjoy traveling, but not as often as a digital nomad would. And you are not fully an expat, because an expat usually stays for years and sometimes we don't even move again. So you are somewhere in between. And so with the COVID situation, a lot of digital nomads who are used to travel a lot, also travel influencers, so they were kind of forced into becoming slow mads. And because I'm interested in this lifestyle, I follow digital nomads and I read articles also about it. And I like when people share the downsides of becoming a digital nomad, because it is not always pink and wonderful. Especially if you are at this stage of your life when you want more stability, then becoming a digital nomad might not be for you. So this is why I want to present you the alternative of becoming a slow mad and tell you what are the advantages of choosing this alternative lifestyle. Number one, becoming a slow mad allows you to live like a local instead of a tourist. And personally, for me, it's always important when I move to a new country to actually learn about the culture, the do's and don'ts, and actually try to live as a local. I don't want to just spend my time and money in touristic places that are not really authentic. So when you are a slow mad, you have the time to actually immerse yourself into the culture and get to know the locals and how they live. I think it's important to try to support the local economy as well, because you are in a country that actually welcomes you, and a simple way to basically show that you are grateful is simply by supporting the local economy and respecting the culture. The great thing about that is that you will find some gems and places that only locals know about, because they are not on Google, they are not on some travel blogs yet. That way you get to experience something that is very unique, and I think that's what we want when we move abroad. We want to experience something different and not only have these Instagrammable pictures where everybody go there because, this is like the touristic spot that you absolutely have to see. And I think you can still mix between, like going to touristic places and more local ones, because it will also give you some kind of balance. So I'm not telling you not to go to all the famous places that you see on social media. You can still go there, but as a slow mad, as you settle down, you will also get into a routine and try to find like places that you enjoy to grab a coffee, or a co-working place where you can work on your business, and places where where you can meet new people and make new friends. Reason number 2 why you may choose the Slowmad lifestyle is that it allows you to learn more about the culture and also take time to learn the language if you intend to stay in this country longer. Again, this will allow you to feel integrated and feel like you are part of the community. I believe that when you move to a country for a longer period of time, it is great to at least learn the basics of the language, and the locals will also greatly appreciate it. But learning a language takes time and energy and costs money. So if you are a digital nomad who is just passing by, chances are you will mainly use English to communicate. And so as a Slowmad, you get the chance to actually take the time to learn a new language. And I think personally that's a great way to, again, feel part of the community and integrate well. The next reason why you may choose to become a Slowmad instead of a digital nomad is that it allows you to build long-term friendships. So what I love about, traveling abroad is that every time you meet somebody who is a traveler just like you, or an expat, or just somebody who decided to visit this country, you instantly get this connection, and it's super easy to talk to these people and to build a first level kind of friendship. But the problem is that when you are a digital nomad and you know that you are not going to stay for long, and you also meet other digital nomads or travelers who are just passing by, then you know that most of these new friendships will not last. And as human beings, we all crave connection, and long-term connections are very important as well for our well-being and for our mental health. And it is quite hard to achieve that as a digital nomad. So becoming a Slowmad and staying longer in one country specifically will allow you to build these long-term friendships, because they take time. Even though the first connection is easy, any kind of relationship takes time to build, right? So you have to make an effort to see the person often and to organize some events or to attend some events. And so when you are a Slowmad, you don't have this pressure of trying to make friends very fast, because you will take the time to build the relationships. And so one thing you can do once you decided to move in a new country, before you even set foot in this new country, you can already join communities of expats, which is something I talked about in a previous Tea Talk, how to network as an expat entrepreneur. I will link the video as well. And so as soon as you decided your next destination, you can already start interacting with people who are already there. They can give you tips, and once you arrive, you can meet them for the first time. Last week, for example, I attended an event from the Meetup app, which was specifically for digital nomads to get to know each other. And they were all kind of people who were in Portugal for years, people who are going to stay there for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and then go to another destination, and people who are there to scout and see if Lisbon is a place where they could settle down. So that's the perks of the internet, is that you can find your communities and your people very, very easily. Even as an introvert like me, you just have to make the first step, which is to join the community and then attend some events. The next reason why you may want to become a Slowmad instead of a digital nomad is more practical, which is that you will not have to carry your entire life in one suitcase. Because honestly, you will come at a point where you want to actually have a home base, somewhere you can actually have your clothes and your things, and you will just pack a couple of stuff when you want to travel, but you will always be able to come back to this place, right? And so it will allow you to feel at home somewhere. You can buy stuff for your apartment because you know that you are going to stay longer. You can have long-term lease and sub-rent your apartment if you are living for a longer period of time, instead of choosing short-term rentals like Airbnbs and hostels. So if you crave this stability, becoming a Slowmad will help you get there more easily, because at the end of the day, we all want to feel at home somewhere. So you might decide that if there's a city that you particularly enjoyed, you will make it one of your home base where you can come back often and actually have a place and friends who are already there. And lastly, the reason why you may become a Slowmad instead of a digital nomad is like a recap of all the other reasons, is that it will prevent you from feeling lonely. As we've been in this situation for 2 years now, a lot of people were stuck at home. So if you are stuck in a foreign country by yourself, which was my case in 2020, then it might be hard on your mental health. And so that's why becoming a Slowmad will allow you to build a new home and feel less alone. And I think that's something we should talk about more. Whether you are somebody who travels solo, who is an expat or a digital nomad, you might feel lonely at times, like you have to attend events by yourself, go to the restaurant by yourself. And so I know that it can be overwhelming at times because you want to just have somebody you can talk to, and share his incredible experience with. And so that's why I believe that being a digital nomad is not something that will be sustainable for your entire life, for most people at least. And there will be a point where you will want to actually stay somewhere for a longer period of time and just travel somewhere like for a couple of weeks, but always come back to this base. And the great thing is that you can also have different home bases. You don't have to only have one. For instance, like I have my family in France, so France is one of my home base. I have family in Guinea, so it's my second home base. I love Germany, so I might also consider having one there. And I really enjoy Lisbon so far. And so yeah, I'm considering also like to settle down here for a longer period of time. That's why I'm sharing this video with you, because I think it can be very helpful to hear from somebody who is in this journey so that you can decide if it is something for you, if you want to be a digital nomad and try it out for a while, or if you already know that becoming a Slowmad is better for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what was your takeaway. Are you team digital nomad, team Slowmad, or team expat? Let me know in the comments. And there's no wrong or right answer. You just have to think about what it is that you want and what you can afford also in your specific situation. But I think it would be interesting to have this kind of conversation in the comments. And if you liked this episode, if you want me to do more of these and share with you my experience living in Lisbon, Portugal, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any updates, and hit the notification bell. With that said, I wish you a very nice week and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.